Welcome to Kitchen Counter Crafts. If you like this video, would you please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you'll be notified of new videos coming up. For today's video, I received a very sweet gift, and it is a calligraphy set that a friend, thank you Tina, ordered and never used. And so she said, hey, can you use something like this? And of course I said, yeah, I'll totally try this out. So I have not tried this out yet, but it is a beautiful calligraphy set with a bottle of ink and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 nibs. And I have several dip pens that I use, but I thought this would be a really neat thing to try out. So there isn't anything else. It's like a foam backing, I'm sure, to keep the ink in. So I'm gonna just untie this. Oh, I guess I didn't need to untie it. It's got a rubber band on there. If you can see there a little bit more. I love the box that it came in. It's got a photo of Big Ben and London Bridge, a couple other things. I think that's the Tower of London. Anyway, just very, very pretty, especially with the calligraphy in the back, but really no other markings in it. And it just says calligraphy pen set inside here. And then I'm really not sure what ink is being used. And then also the nibs don't really have a marking on them either. So you're kind of there to use it. Now this has a vent hole up here and then a very short nib. A lot of times the ones that I will use, I don't know, some of these don't look, this is more of like an italic. That looks like a very, very, very dainty nib. This looks like a browse type of a nib. So anyway, we'll try it out. I'll just try it with the one that's on there. And I just want to kind of give a caveat here. I'm not a professional calligrapher by any means. I dabble in calligraphy. It's a hobby, and so I just kind of play around. So not a professional. So this is not a professional review of this set, but just thought that might be kind of curious and kind of fun. I do use dip pens for testing out my inks. Now, I do have to say that dip pen inks are usually much thicker than fountain pen inks. You cannot use a dip pen ink in a fountain pen, so please don't do that. You're going to end up ruining your fountain pens. But a dip pen you can use for anything because there's no contraption, for lack of better word. So for example, in this TWSBI, you've got the nib unit, you have a feed, you have this is a piston fill. Ink can get trapped and it can't come out. It can get clogged and it will literally ruin your pen. Here, there's nothing to do. You just pull the nib out and there's like a plus sign in there and you just pop it back in, and that's about it. So you can clean it up. You can also use these, believe it or not, with paints and different types of things. That's why you can see like really beautiful gold calligraphy that is done on like wedding invites and things like that. So the the ink looks pretty thick, maybe too thick, don't really know. I've never really tried this. Oh, that's really lovely. Surprised. And I'm off the screen. Okay, so I'm surprised because the ink looked too thick. It looked like it was just gonna sit there and not do anything. But right out of the bottle, it's actually performing really well. This nib is not a flexi nib, so it's not really giving me anything that I would want in terms of the line variation. Not really, not like some of the other ones do. Okay, so this one is really quite good. Let me grab a paper towel. There we go. All right, so that's the nib that was on it. Let me see if I can find one that might be a little bit more flexible. Let's try this. I'll try this big, huge one. So with flex nibs, and I'm not positive this is one, but with flex nibs, you're going to have a slit that's kind of almost all the way down. And so you can actually like flex your pen so that it'll move. It'll go like this. It'll split the two tines of the nib. So let's try this. This up to K was the first nib, so I'll leave a little bit of space. Oh yeah, this is giving me a little bit more. Wow, this is a nice set, Tina. No railroading. Okay. Okay, so with these, you need to make sure that you're dipping at least halfway up so that it collects the ink for you. This one's sitting on top, so it's probably gonna glob. So I have to say, between the ink that comes with it and the set, it's actually very, very nice. And the first nib left a little something to be desired, but you can see this nib is making kind of the thinner and the thicker strokes a little bit better. So I can, for example, do this, where the first one was not letting me do that at all. So you can make the thin and the thick that come down. Yes, I know I'm probably really butchering this up. If you are a professional calligrapher, don't watch this. I am positive I'm doing everything wrong, but that's okay. That's kind of what I like about it. It's art, right? You can do your own thing and freeform it. So anyway, in calligraphy, personally, and again, I'm sure this is wrong, but you can actually come back in and fill in some of the letters to kind of give them a little bit more of the thick and the thin. And if you mess it up, you can just kind of go over it, try something, or just like try to come up with some sort of flourish as well. So anyway, as far as this set is concerned, I've tried out two nibs, and they seem to be performing really well. And I'm surprised because I've just kind of seen these sets here and there and didn't really think to buy one, but boy, I really like it so far. And if you want to try it out, I'm positive I saw some on sale at like art supply stores, and I'm not positive where she got this one, maybe Amazon, but you can definitely try this out. I like this one because it looks like a hand. So let's try this real quick and just maybe write hello or something like that. All right, so to be quite honest, I like that second nib much better. I just think it, well, I don't know, this one's not writing too terribly either. Okay, so there you have it, my brief review of this lovely dip pen set. And I'm sorry that I can't give you too much more information on it, but I know that I have seen some online in different stores and seems to be fairly affordable. I, again, am quite surprised as to how well the nibs are writing, and I think it's a wonderful addition to my calligraphy kit, to my calligraphy drawer that I have going on. So I really appreciate it, Tina. Thank you so much. And I really encourage all of you who are watching to just give it a hand. Don't be scared of these dip pens. They're actually very, very easy, very user-friendly. And what I would do with this is just kind of rinse it off. And one of the things that you want to do, though, is to not use it right off like I did, but I was just testing it out of the box. You want to just put these nibs in a potato to get the manufacturing kind of coatings off, and then they'll write beautifully. They actually, the ink adheres to them better once you do that. So anyway, that's my review on this, and I hope it was useful to you. If you have not tried calligraphy or these sets, get one, try it out. What do you have to lose? Until next time, bye.